Hello subscribers, this is yours truly JBlue68 coming to you with my next video. This is going to be my comic book haul video that I promised, and this time this haul will feature DC and Marvel comics. Before I get into this comic book haul, I want to say thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, for liking, sharing, and commenting. Please continue to do so, and tap the notification bell so you get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Today is Saturday, May the 13th, the day before Mother's Day, which is tomorrow, May the 14th. And I want to say to any and all women, if I have any women or female subscribers, happy Mother's Day to you moms, including my own late mother. But yes, happy Mother's Day to you moms. I'm sorry, I don't really have any Mother's Day type comic books in this haul. But if there are any women watching this video who read and like comic books, please enjoy and this haul, and again, happy Mother's Day to you. So we start off with DC Comics, and this is from the Dawn of DC line, issue number 1, Shazam by Mark Waid. And let me say this too, as I always say, you know, just because a movie may be crappy doesn't mean the comic books are. I separate the movies from the comics, even though the movies may have stories related to the comic books or direct depictions of the comic books. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean that the movie will be good. The last Shazam movie, honestly, I thought was terrible. The first one I enjoyed, but the last one was terrible. I didn't like it at all in any way, shape, form, and fashion. I think that it was done out of context, and that, you know, the second Shazam movie should have been Shazam fighting Black Adam. But, of course, you know, well, none of that happened. And I won't get into the details of how I feel about that and why it happened, but it didn't happen. But in any case, just because the movies are bad doesn't mean the comic books are bad. And this is actually a good book. This is a good book. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed reading it very much. I can't say if I'll continue collecting the series. I think this is my first Shazam comic book. I'll be honest. As long as I've been collecting comics, and I've been collecting comics for years, I think this is not the first Shazam comic book I've ever read, but it's probably the first Shazam comic book. I don't know. I don't know. I have so many freaking books, man, comic books. I sometimes lose track of what I have. But anyway, this is Shazam issue number 1 by Mark Waid. And we see the title here with one magic word, Shazam. But anyway, it's a good book. I do recommend it for reading, from the Dawn of DC line. All right, let's move on. And also issue 8 of 8, the final issue of the Deceased Gods, the Deceased War of Undead Gods. What a hell of a ride, and what a very good series to read. If you have not read this series, I highly recommend it. I'm missing actually a couple issues from this, so I'm probably going to end up getting the trade paperback. Comic-Con is next week, this upcoming week. So I'll probably look to see if they may have it then, but I'm not sure if they released it, the TPB, yet, because they just released issue number 8, again, the final issue of the series. And usually trade paperbacks don't come out until like a month or 2 or 3 after the final series issue of the series is released. All right. So anyway, this Deceased War of the Undead Gods issue number 8. And then also from Static Comics and from Milestone Comics, we get Static Shock issue number 3, Shadows of Dakota. I haven't read this yet. But another good series in the DC line, recommended for reading. And this is the 30th anniversary of Milestone Comics. And again, they are currently under the DC Comics umbrella. All right? Okay. And next up, another good series from the Dawn of DC line, Adventures of Superman, John Kent. This is issue number 3. I have to say, DC, they've been doing really good, man, with their books in terms of the writing, the artwork, and, you know, everything, the direction that they're going. I'm enjoying it very much so. Keep up the good work, DC Comics. And again, I'm so glad to be getting Superman comic books again and actually enjoying them. And now we get into our Marvel books, of course, which outnumber DC. And this is a Marvel Voices issue number 1 by John Jennings, Paris Elaine, Eric Arciniga, and many more. There are various writers contributing into this story. And you see here, they're all black characters. I'm always proud to say that. And let's see, we of course have Black Panther, Miles Morales, it's like Storm. Yeah, so several characters here. I think that looks like America Chavez. If I am correct. Yeah, so several characters in this book. And again, I'm glad to have them. They actually had a short box. I have a short box of Marvel Voices too. They had 2 different versions of it. One, I think, with this artwork, and then let me see if I can bring this over here so you can see it. I love collecting the short boxes. Let's see, and I've showed many times before in many videos. Yeah, here it is, Marvel Voices. Different cover, but yeah, there it is. So Miles Morales again. Looks like Silk. I think that's character right there. That's what Spider Punk. I think that's his name. All right. Anyway, so let's put this back here. Okay, so back to to the haul. So yeah, Marvel Voices issue number 1 of this particular inception anyway. And then we are from I have so many books again, like I said, that I got from Free Comic Book Day. This is a Free Comic Book Day Spider-Man and Venom. It says here, plus a special preview of a new series by Jonathan Hickman, and Brian Hitch. That sounds good. Yeah, so Spider-Man and Venom from Free Comic Book Day, which took place about a week ago. So yeah, Free Comic Book Day, that was on May the 6th. So yes. Again, I got a lot of books for Free Comic Book Day. Glad to say that. So, all right. Why am I laughing there? I don't know. I'm always so happy to have comic books, man. I really am. Here's Groot number 1 by Dan Abnett, Damian Koshiro, and Matt Mila contributing. This is not the first Groot series. I showed in my Guardians of the Galaxy comic book haul another Groot series that came out about a couple of years back. And that, it looks like Marvel on the cover there, or one of the Kree. I haven't read this yet. And of course, we know Guardians of the Galaxy is in theaters. I'm going to go see it again tomorrow on Mother's Day. And it'll be my second or third viewing. I'm not sure which one. But yeah, I'll be going to see it again tomorrow. Let's move along here. We have a new book, a new number 1, Cult of Carnage, Misery. And that is wow, that is a gruesome cover there. Wow, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Cult of Carnage, Misery. And of course, this character that spawns out of the Carnage comic book series. Okay. And then we have Carnage Reigns, Part 1, Alpha. Very, very cool cover there. I love that artwork. And there was actually a comic book short box of this particular cover too, that I wanted to get. But again, money can only stretch so far in terms of all the things I would love to have. But we have, looks like Red Goblin on the cover there, Miles Morales, and Iron Man, and whatever the heck is happening to Carnage here. Okay, so this is Carnage Alpha, number 1. If everything I said makes sense, I hope it does. And then we have Doctor Strange, issue number 2 by Jed MacKay, Pasquale Ferry, and Matt Hollingsworth. Excuse me. That's an interesting cover. See a little girl sleeping here, and I guess they're casting a spell on her of some sort. I'm not really up to date on the readings of Doctor Strange as of yet, the new series anyway. And as I always say in all my comic book haul videos, I'm so far behind on my comic book reading. All right. Next up, we have Strange Academy from the Doctor Strange line. This is issue number 6. One of my favorite series out of the current Marvel comic books definitely is Strange Academy. And I think this is the end of this particular story arc. I'm trying to get these books lined up here. Excuse me while I do that. Okay, there we go. All right. Looks like a Fury Inferno of some type going on here. Okay. A lot of destruction on that cover. All right, and moving on, we get into our Spider-Man books. Here's Spider-Man issue number 8 by Dan Slott. And again, I don't really know what's going on with Spider-Man right now because I'm behind on my reading with Spider-Man. But to my understanding, there's a new character that was introduced in this book. So this is highly recommended for having in your Marvel comic book collection. Issue number 8, Spider-Man. And then we have the Amazing Spider-Man. And like the X-Men, Spider-Man has so many spin-off stories. So not nearly as many as the X-Men, though. But anyways, this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 24. And of course, you recognize this artwork. This is John Romita Jr., who I think is good at drawing Spider-Man, definitely. I love the artwork that he does on Spider-Man. I'm not the biggest fan of John Romita, but I do like how he draws Spider-Man. Okay. And we have issue number 33 of Thor. And I've kind of fallen out of this series. I don't really know what's going on here. I've kind of fallen out of it ever since Donny Cates left the series. And he will be at our Comic-Con too, the Motor City Comic-Con. But yeah, it's issue number 33 of Thor. And we see Dr. Doom on the cover there. And then She-Hulk. I'm actually rewatching the Disney Plus She-Hulk series. Despite some comics, some complaints and whatever, I enjoy She-Hulk very much. And I enjoy the comic books too. And this is issue number 12. By Roel Guenilette, Kinanos, Kniff, and Valenza contributing. This is a landmark 175th issue. Wow, congratulations. Look at that big, thick green chick. Yum, yum. All right, very attractive green lady there. All right. Okay, and then speaking of X-Men, here we go into the X-Men books that I'm getting right now. From the Sins of Sinister, Storm, and the Brotherhood of Mutants, issue number 3. That is a very nice cover there, too, of Storm. I'm loving that, man. Loving that. Okay. And then we have Sons of X, issue number 1, Before the Fall. Again, another X-Men spinoff. And this is a number 1. Okay. All right. And then next up, another This is Immortal X-Men with Storm again. Cool cover there, man. Again, X-Men definitely has some of the best covers. And again, as I've said before, sounding like a broken record, sometimes I just buy comic books because of the covers. But with X-Men, though, it goes a little bit beyond that. You do have to read the stories because, you know, there's a lot going on in the X-Men universe right now. A whole hell of a lot. So I suggest not just buying them for the covers, to actually read the books so you know what's going on. All right. And then we have Venom and Moon Knight, or Venom and Moon Knight. Well, this is actually the Moon Knight series, which I guess is featuring Venom. Issue number 23. This is, I believe, if I'm correct, this is written by Jed MacKay. Okay. And I have a surprise video that I'm going to do based off of Moon Knight next week. It'll probably be the only comic book review or haul that I do. I'll lay that out in the upcoming days. You'll see what it is, and I hope that you'll enjoy that video. I should have it ready for Wednesday, because on Wednesday I'm going to be getting ready for Comic-Con. I will be at Comic-Con for 2 days, so both Saturday and Sunday. I tried to make Friday, but Friday I'm going to take care of some other business of mine that I need to take care of. So I won't be able to make on a Friday, but I will be there Saturday and Sunday all day. I'll do a walkthrough video and everything, so like I normally do when I go to Comic-Con. This will be my first Comic-Con for the year, but not my only. All right. And we're back to Shazam. Issue number 1, Shazam. So that's my haul, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed this haul. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Tap the notification bell so you can get more videos like this as I post them immediately. Please like, share, and comment as well. And again, please give the video a thumbs up. Please give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It just helps the channel to grow, and other exciting things that I can do on the channel, for you all guys, for you guys. I do this for you. I do this, it's not for just attention. I don't do this just for attention. I do it to share, to excite, to collaborate, etc. with other collectors. I love to read comments and get ideas and everything, and for other collectors. And again, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Hey, I say to all mothers too, read a comic book. Read a comic book. There are comic books out here for everyone. All right? Okay, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Have a great day, evening, morning, etc., afternoon. Peace, love, and hair grease.